Hi everyone, what's up? Today let's discuss one of the most intriguing and irrational aspects of human psychology, the decoy effect. Being a UX designer myself, human psychology happens to be my favorite subject. I had always wanted to make a video on this. I'm pretty sure you'll uncover some profoundly interesting facts about human behavior by the end of this video. So what if I tell you that there is something that very much controls our simple day-to-day decisions, but we hardly notice it? It's everywhere, from buying clothes to ordering food, or while making plans, or even trying to get into a relationship. These exist everywhere nowadays. These things influence our emotions, our attitudes, and ultimately our behavior. Just imagine how many times we must have ordered a large-sized pizza instead of a medium or small one because the offer was irresistible, or we end up subscribing to something because we thought it has more value for money. We end up buying combo products because it looks like we are saving more. So what exactly are these things that make us look like we are making the right decisions, but in reality we are being manipulated? These are called decoys. Yes, decoys, you heard it right. These are nothing but the addition of a less attractive option to influence our perception of the original option, and are used by marketers and salesperson to get us to switch from one option to a more expensive or profitable one. Let's understand some of the classic scenarios that we experience in our daily lives. So try to remember the last time you bought popcorns or coffee in a movie theater. Did you notice anything unsettling about the pricing? Well, we generally miss it because we are too used to it. I mean, how come a medium latte cup costs around 100 rupees while the large one costs 120, or a medium popcorn bucket costs around 170 rupees and the large one costs 200. Shouldn't the large one be twice as much? So if provided with three options, what do we choose? We'll always choose the bigger one because we see more value for money. Adding an extra 20 for a big bucket of popcorn instead of a medium one looks like a really nice deal. Who wouldn't want it, even though we know that it is more than what we need? Now if you remove the medium option, what happens? Suddenly the large one appears to be too large and expensive. So just imagine the scenario once again. Do you think you would have gone for the bigger one had there not been a medium option? So were you in complete control of your decisions? Hard to say, isn't it? So can you identify the decoy here? The medium latte cup or the medium popcorn bucket was just used as a decoy to lure you to buy the bigger one, which eventually will generate more profit for the business. So let's take another classic example. Consider a scenario where you are in an electronic shop trying to buy a camera that best suits your needs and budget. And there are two options in front of you. One that costs around 60k and perfectly fits into your budget, but doesn't have a touchscreen. And another one that costs 80,000 and it is slightly more than your budget and has a touchscreen. The picture quality and other parameters are essentially the same. So what would you do? Now you would be wondering if straining your budget just for a touchscreen is worth it, since both offer the same quality as far as pictures are concerned. After some calculations, you would have settled for 60k one eventually, since it fits more to our needs and it is on our budget too. But now the salesman comes and shows you another camera that is almost around 70k and has a touchscreen too. But the picture quality is not that great, doesn't match up with the other cameras. And the salesman explains that all modern cameras come with a touchscreen. Now what would you do? Which one you will choose? So if you think carefully, you will realize that suddenly the 80k camera doesn't look that expensive now. It now looks like it has the best value for money. Eventually you might end up buying the expensive one, thinking that it is the best deal. You would think that you made the correct decisions with the available options. But in reality, the salesman introduced the decoy to direct your decisions to opt for the more expensive camera. This is a common trick that salesperson and marketers frequently use to direct human behavior. It is known as the decoy effect, or the attraction effect, or the asymmetric dominance effect. What asymmetric dominance means is that the decoy is asymmetrically priced to make the other option look more profitable. It is dominated in terms of the perceived value. The decoy is not intended to sell, but to nudge the customers towards the more profitable option. We can notice the decoy effect almost everywhere nowadays. While buying a burger or a phone or deciding on a vacation, they're everywhere. There are countless examples that we encounter on a daily basis. One of the most frequent encounters we have is while purchasing a plan or a subscription. You will notice that the premium plan is not priced the way it should be. If you look carefully, you will be able to identify the decoys there. So they involve very subtle changes to the features and requirements, leveraging the irrational aspect of human behavior to push us in the desired direction. To give you another example that I experienced recently. Last weekend, me and my friends went on a trip. So in the resort where I was staying, there was these three options: room without buffet, room with only lunches buffet, and room with 3 times buffet. And the pricing was pretty much like this. So what do you think? Which one did we choose? Yes, you are right. We choose the third one. Food has always been our priority. So can you identify the decoy here? Yeah. So what makes this decoy effect so powerful? Because it's invisible and hard to notice. It doesn't violate our free will. It doesn't impose any restrictions on us. Usually this effect happens without us even realizing it. We are made to believe that we are making the decisions independently without any external influence. So the decoy effect is related to the concept of relativity, which suggests that humans are wired to compare. We don't have any idea about the actual value of a product until we find something to compare it to. We estimate the value of the products by focusing on the relative advantage of one thing over the other. We'll discuss this concept of relativity in another full dedicated video. So that being said, decoys are not just limited to physical things. They also hold for experiences and other temporary things like emotions, attitudes, and perspectives. So if you ask again, what makes these decoys stick? We can say that they provide quick justifications of our choices. Like we feel that we are saving more, or we opted for something that has higher value for money, or of course makes our choices look less overwhelming, and provides that instant gratification of stealing a deal. If you want to read more about the decoy effect and relativity in human psychology, you can refer to all these books, very beautifully explained. Again, thanks for watching.